Welcome to Solve It Like a Marketer. I'm Stephen Hobey. Today, I'll be exploring what is website accessibility and everything you need to know. If you like this video, please subscribe and don't go away. First up, what is website accessibility? Well, this is the practice of making websites usable for all visitors, including those with disabilities, impairments, and/or limitations. So it follows certain design principles that enable people who experience difficulties or limitations have the same or similar experience as those who do not. So this is all about creating sites that give users equal access to your content. And there are a range of disabilities and limitations that you should be taking into account. Some of these include blindness or low vision, learning or cognitive disabilities, deafness or hearing loss, speech or physical disabilities. Focusing on your website's level of accessibility shows that you value and care about your customers as individuals. And this can lead to greater brand loyalty and advocacy. When we break it down, there are 4 principles to website accessibility. First up, that your site is perceivable. So, site visitors must be able to perceive or understand your site. From the written content to graphics or videos, the idea of perceiving doesn't only mean seeing with one's eyes. Users with low vision may use screen reader software, which converts printed text into synthesized speech or braille characters. So bear this in mind as well. Next, operable. So operable websites can be used without disrupting the user in any way. So this means that every user can experience all aspects of your website's functionality. So this could be from the navigation of a page to selecting a link from a menu to playing and pausing a video or audio. So in general, the rule of thumb is that most operable websites are simple and straightforward. They don't have excess functionality that can be needlessly complicate the user experience. Your site should be understandable. So this one seems pretty obvious and really should apply to every type of user. But it's good to consider this in the context of disabilities and limitations. So written and graphic design content needs to be easily understood by visitors. This means careful use of the language that you use. You should stay away from verbose and overly complex language that may be difficult to interpret. Consider visitors whose first language may not be English. Page navigation also falls within the realm of understandable. So make sure your pages are organized logically so that the experience of your site is seamless. Finally, we have the term robust. So this one is a little more technical. The principle boils down to the writing of your HTML in such a way that assistive technologies can parse your code without a visual reference. In other words, content needs to be easily interpreted by all visitors, including those who use assistive technology like screen readers. Now that you know the 4 main principles, let's dive into some methods for implementation. Let's start again with perceivable. So here you can offer text alternatives. This includes images, videos, and audio content. So also offer alternative ways to consume time-based media. For audio content, for instance, include a full transcript of the recording. For video, use captions. Make content easy to both see and hear. Use color contrast so that everyone, including those with color blindness, can read your content. Next, operable. So not everyone can use a mouse. So all functionality should be accessible with the keyboard. If any action on your site includes a time limit, users should be allowed to extend or cancel it. This also applies to accessible drop-down menus. So when hovering over the menu bar, set a time delay before the menu disappears. Avoid blinking or flashing content. In some, these can actually trigger seizures. And finally, provide clear navigation. This means having a clear page title, proper headings, and indicators for which elements are clickable. Understandable. So consider all your audiences when writing your content. Your writing should be easily understood by as many readers as possible. So avoid using highly technical jargon and regional slang whenever possible. This also goes for menu headings and sectional headings. Give careful thought to how your content will be interpreted by different types of users. Are they able to logically navigate from one content area to another? Are they able to quickly find what they're looking for? Finally, again, robust. So here you need to write HTML that can be parsed. So this means considering assistive technologies that make use of a web page's HTML file. These translate contents into a different format. So for accessibility, HTML needs to be written well. So use start and end tags when required, avoid duplicating IDs across elements, and duplicate attributes within the same HTML tag. So there are various web accessibility testing tools available out there. Maybe start with W3C, the Worldwide Web Consortium, which is the main international standards organization for the web. They have shared a list of helpful resources on their website. Also, HubSpot has some great recommendations. And for you, I've put the links to these in the description below. Now, your website is only one component of your overall marketing plan, and accessibility should be embedded into all facets of that plan. It is unfortunate that people with disabilities have not historically been embraced as a target market by marketers, yet they, their families, friends, and co-workers should not be overlooked. This market, if you can call it that, is multi-layered and multifaceted in scope. And as marketers, we should be recognizing the totality of the marketplace and all those who see value in your products or services. At its core, we need to advocate for an equal access digital environment. And this starts with recognizing that there are millions of consumers who are hearing, vision, or mobility impaired. These valuable members of society can no longer be overlooked. So it's up to us to build a digital future that is accessible for all. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. You can also catch me on Instagram and Facebook for extra content and you never miss an episode, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Links are below. I'll see you every week with a new video, so please stay tuned, and together, let's solve it like a marketer.